Are you tired of being stuck in a cycle of negativity where doubt and fear cloud your mind? What if you could rewire your brain to think positively and unlock your true potential? In this video, we'll explore the timeless wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi and reveal powerful strategies to transform your mindset and master the art of positivity. Step 1. Use affirmations with emotion. If you really want to change your mind, affirmations can help, but only if you feel them deeply. Miyamoto Musashi taught that belief and dedication are the keys to mastery. To align with happiness, you need to take affirmations inside and make them more than just words. They need to become a part of you. If you tell yourself things like, "I am strong," or "I deserve happiness," don't just say them. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and feel these facts in your heart. Think about what your life would be like if you were strong or happy. Make an emotional connection with the statement and let it sink in. This practice is similar to Musashi's Kin no Sun concept, which says to start a moment with determination. He stressed how important it is to fully commit to a choice once you've made it. In the same way, when you say affirmations over and over, really believe them as if your future rests on it. Affirmations can help you change the stories you tell yourself. A lot of the time, negative self-talk happens automatically and keeps you stuck in limited beliefs and self-doubt. By changing these negative thoughts with positive ones, you can start to change how you see the world and yourself. Think about this. If you tell yourself over and over that you can't do something, your mind will find proof to back up that view. You can be strong and capable, though if you tell yourself that, your brain will look for ways to show it. This is called the confirmation bias, and it happens when your mind matches what you expect it to do. Musashi also believed in the idea of Fudoshin, which means an unchanging mind that can't be affected by outside forces. When you connect personally with affirmations, you build up an inner strength that keeps you stable, even when things go wrong. This habit changes the way your brain works over time, making positive thoughts a normal part of how you think. Begin right now. Pick 3 statements that fit with your values and goals. Be sure when you say them and feel their truth. Musashi's lessons can help you remember that real change starts inside, where belief and discipline meet. Step 2. Create a vision board for positivity. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help people stay focused on their hopes and dreams. Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy of clarity and focus stresses how important it is to picture your goals and dreams in your thoughts. A vision board is a physical representation of your dreams that you can look at every day to remember yourself of what you are working towards. To make a vision board, find pictures, words, and other symbols that move you and show you how you want to change things in your life. Put them on a board or computer screen in a way that makes sense. Making a vision board can change your life by pushing you to say what you want and figure out what's most important to you. Your brain needs this alignment because it works best when messages are clear and regular. The idea of Heiho, strategic thinking, by Musashi teaches us that being clear is very important for success. Visualizing your way to happiness helps your inner mind remember your goals, which changes your mental framework over time. A vision board can also help you fight depression, since problems in life can make it easy to focus on them instead of the good things that could happen. By looking at your vision board every day, you can feel the joy, pride, and thanks that come with reaching your goals. Musashi's lessons stress how important it is to be disciplined and consistent when making a vision board. Let it lead you, inspire you, and change your mind into a place where success and happiness grow. Step 3. Detox your mental diet. It's what you eat that shapes your ideas and how you feel about life. You need to be careful about what you let into your thoughts, just like Musashi trained his body and spirit. He wrote, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world," which means to see things in a way that is not negative. These days, our minds are constantly fed bad things, like through the news, social media, and unhealthy interactions. You need to get away from these things if you want to rewire your thoughts for happiness. Start by figuring out what is making you unhappy. Is it the never-ending bad news? A page on social media where people compare and criticize each other? Someone who makes you feel tired? Take note of these sources and do what you can to lessen their effect. Musashi's Datsu no Kokoro, letting go, principle tells us to get rid of things that don't help us anymore. When you cleanse your mind, you make room for good things to grow. Change negative inputs to information that makes you feel better. Read books that will help you see things in a new way. Listen to talks that will inspire you. And follow people who make you feel good. Setting limits is also part of a mental change. Musashi thought that focus and self-control were very important, and these traits are very important when choosing what to eat. Set a rule that you won't check your phone first thing in the morning, for example. Instead, start your day with things that make you feel good, like reading, meditating, or writing in a book. Cleaning up your mental diet doesn't mean ignoring reality or staying away from problems. Musashi showed people how to find balance in their lives by recognizing the problems they face, but not letting them take over their lives. You give yourself the power to keep a positive attitude even when things are bad by choosing what you let into your thoughts. Don't forget that your mind is like a yard. Negative thoughts and forces will take over if you keep letting them grow. However, if you feed it good things, it will grow. Musashi's advice can help you create a mental space that encourages power, resilience, and hope. Step 4. Rewire through play and laughter. People don't think of laughter and play as ways to change their minds very often, but they are two of the most powerful ways to do so. Musashi thought that discipline and happiness could go together, and he reminded us that even the most focused road needs times of fun. Endorphins are chemicals that make you feel good. Playing and laughing can help lower your stress. These times make your brain make good connections, which strengthens neural paths that make you happy. Play isn't just for kids. It's an important way for people to connect with each other and be creative. Musashi's idea of shuhari, or the cycle of learning and control, is similar to the idea that it's important to be open to new things. You can discover, try new things, and learn without worrying about failing when you play. Playing, whether it's a hobby, games, or fun things to do with friends and family, sparks your mind and makes you stronger. You should laugh more in your daily life. You could watch a humor show, tell jokes to your friends, or think about happy memories. Laughter not only makes you feel better, but it also helps you deal with stress better. Musashi's principle of adaptability, which means moving fluidly like water, tells us to go with the flow of life's good times and find joy even when things are hard. We remember to live in the present when we laugh and play. Musashi taught us to be aware and present, and he told us to fully experience the present moment. Being present and not worrying about the past or the future is what you feel when you laugh or play. Being here is a strong way to fight negativity and stay in the present moment. So, changing the way your mind works so it's more positive doesn't mean being serious all the time. It's about finding the right mix between discipline and fun, between focus and joy. Let Musashi's lessons encourage you to see play and laughter as important parts of a happy and fulfilling life. Step 5. Focus on solution-based thinking. There will be problems in your life, but how you deal with them will decide whether they bring you down or lift you up. Thinking about answers instead of problems changes the way your brain works to make you more positive and strong. Miyamoto Musashi's theory, which is based on being flexible and thinking strategically, has a lot to teach us about this. He wrote, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain," which shows that he saw problems as chances to grow. Bad feelings like anger or fear are easy to get caught up in when there is a problem. But these feelings can make it hard to make decisions and see a way forward. Solution-based thought helps you see what's possible instead of what's wrong. If you want to know why something is happening to you, ask yourself, what can I do to make this better? All the time. Musashi's lessons on being clear and observing are very important here. He stressed how important it is to see things as they really are without lying or exaggerating. Before you try to solve a problem, take a step back and look at it clearly. Split it up into smaller pieces that you can handle. This practice not only helps you deal with problems better, but it also lets your mind wander to new ways to solve them. Start by changing the way you look at things to develop solution-based thought. For example, if you have a loss at work, don't see it as a failure. Instead, see it as a chance to learn and get better. This way of thinking fits with Musashi's idea that failure is a good teacher. Every problem has a lesson to teach, and it's easier to find those lessons when you focus on the answers. Visualization is another way to improve this way of thinking. Close your eyes and picture yourself getting through it. Think about the steps you'll take and the good thing that will happen. This method not only makes you feel less stressed, but it also teaches your brain to deal with problems with confidence. Step by step, Walk the 1,000-Mile Road was another thing that Musashi wrote to teach people how to be patient and persistent. These traits are needed for solution-based thinking. You can't always answer a problem right away, but you can always make progress if you stay calm and focused. His words should encourage you to see problems not as obstacles, but as chances to make your mind stronger and more upbeat. Step 6. Use the power of micro-moments. The smallest things can sometimes make the biggest changes in the way you think. Micro-moments, which are short periods of happiness, may not seem important at first, but they change the way your brain works over time. This practice fits nicely with Miyamoto Musashi's ideas about being mindful and paying close attention to the little things. Do nothing which is of no use is something he wrote to remind us to find worth in even the smallest things. You can have a micro moment by enjoying the taste of your coffee in the morning, being grateful for a kind word, or noticing how beautiful a sunset is. Even though they only last a second, these times are very powerful. The brain's reward system is activated when you take a moment to fully experience something. This makes you feel grateful and joyful. Focusing on the present moment can help you use the power of micro moments. Musashi's idea that you should live in the present moment is very important. Feel the water on your hands as you wash the dishes. Pay attention to the flow of your steps as you walk. By doing these easy things, you can find ways to stay positive. Being grateful is another way to make micro moments bigger. Every day, take a moment to think about 3 good things that happened to you, no matter how small. Focusing on the good changes the way your brain works, making it easier to see good things in the future. Musashi's Zanshin principle, which means staying aware and present even after you've finished a job, makes the point even stronger. The more you practice noticing small things, the more aware you become of everything going on in your life. Being aware of this helps you see beauty and possibilities where other people only see problems or routines. These little moments of happiness add up over time, causing a positive ripple effect. Your brain starts to respond to happiness, and you start to see more wealth instead of lack. Musashi's teachings show us that being great isn't just about big actions. It's also about being good at small, steady ones. Embracing small times can help you live a very happy and satisfying life. Step 7. Reframe your vocabulary. Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy stresses how language shapes our ideas and the world around us. To rewire our brains for happiness, we need to change the words we use and replace negative ones with ones that make us feel good. By switching from I have to I get to, for example, you can turn responsibilities into chances to grow. Musashi's Kihon principle, which means mastering the fundamentals, tells us that even small changes, like changing the words we use, can have big effects. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself because it has a big effect on how you feel. When you mess up, tell yourself, I'll learn from this and do better next time. This fits with Musashi's message that failing is a way to get better. Changing the way we talk to other people is related to changing the words we use. Instead of complaining, say thank you and concentrate on finding answers instead of issues. This exercise changes the way our minds work and also encourages other people to have a better outlook on life. To make this a habit, write down the words and phrases we use most often and think about whether they fit with the way we want to feel. We will notice a big change in our thoughts and feelings as we replace negative words with positive ones over time. Musashi's teachings say that small, deliberate acts are the first step to mastery. We can become sources of strength and motivation by changing the words we use, which will lead us to a better and more fulfilling future.